Hello, my wonderful people. I'm here again with a different mindset. This is a broadcaster with a difference. I don't give a propagandous news, and I will not start that from today. My news is always on point, and I always hit the nail on the head. So, anyone who is coming to my comment section to write whatever he wishes to write, to talk is free. It's a free of charge. You're not paying money to talk. Nigerian police will tell you that there freedom of speech in Nigeria, but freedom after speech they cannot guarantee. But not that. No, I don't base on that. We have freedom of speech, and what are practicing is democracy. So it's a government of the people, by the people, with the people. If we agree with me. When I'm shouting, I keep shouting. It seems like I talk too much. But look at it, it don't happen. No, it don't happen. It don't happen that Fulani herdsmen carried their cow into farmland of somebody and uprooted 10 million naira worth of cassava. What is this country turning into? Gradually, these people are trying to Islamize and Fulanize Nigeria. The prominent men we have in the society, no one is talking because they have the money. They can go any country they like and live, forgetting that there's nothing sweeter than your fatherland, your ancestral land. If your grandfathers or your great-grandfathers would have run away from their own land, tell me, will you be able to be born? Maybe most of us won't even know what is called life. They give us life in this land simply because you made 1 naira or 2 naira, then you decide to keep silent, or because of one shady deal or the other you are looking for the foreign government of Nigeria, you decide to keep silent. And the maybe on daily basis, things are spoiling. Nigeria is growing from bad to worse. The international community are even happy. If you see where they even start with the dance buga, simply because Nigeria is in a total dismay. Simply because Nigeria is in a total crisis. And they still never learn. I saw this, what they call him, the presidential candidate of PDP the other day. He went to UK. He want to go and solidify whatever they call it. To go and sign another nonsense deal again with the UK. UK have kept Nigeria to where we are at this moment. People are still running to UK. Look at how our country look like. Look at UK they are running to. Look at UK they are running to. People who are living barely on the resources that come from Biafra land and other African countries. You are running to them to go and sign contract, to go and increase the number of crude oil they are drilling from our land so that they can make you president. No problem. All this will stop one day, because now one day it starts. It must surely stop one day. It can't last forever. It cannot. Right before our eyes, all these things were going to stop. We grow up, we meet it, and we are going to also be alive to it will end. I will never die for this country to be good. I will be alive and this country will be good. If you believe that, please go to the comment section and write, say, let us go straight into the business of this day. We are taking the headlines. After that, then we are going to go straight into the business, go into the news, and expatiate on it one after the other. Another Nollywood, they don't add another Nollywood. Fulani government of Nigeria have add another Nollywood. I saw two Fulanis. This one, they are not Hausas. Fulanis who are into gun running in Zamfara state. They were caught with almost 340 something AK-47, rifle, including bombs and the other things. Do you know what happens? They don't even interview them. Nobody show even their face on the camera. What they do? They turn their back and take their pictures. Then they come to our own land, the Biafra land, and act a movie. Bringing in one 22-year-old girl, they call her executioner. She's a member of ESN and this, and they begin to answer anybody who look that girl closely will find out that this girl has been by force. That girl is a student. That is how they plan to destabilize the southeastern part of the country. The music they are playing, and they are playing it through Hope Uzodinjo and Devo Mahe. They are dancing. Their children can never see anything good. Ogu will kill all of them. The death, alright, how can I press up from Papua New Guinea? You see, good luck. I've been Hope Uzodinjo. and the devil Maya. Bakuru no one can man of Baranila from the Ebonyi State and the Imo State is not working. The innocent blood has shed on those lands must surely turn against who put the danger and devil Maya. If you believe that, go to the comment section and write say or amen, whatever way you choose to write it. Look at the Nollywood here. It is Nollywood movie script. Arrested female executioner, not ESN member, IPOB, told this to the military, who have formed it that this one now is a and they begin to interview her before saying who is sending you, who is your sponsor, who is this one, and I see the call, who is this one, I see the call. Go to the north and tell me one complete Boko Haram that they have caught and executed. The next one, when they catch them, they will tell you, oh, this one they surrendered, and they will go to either whatever English they use to cover everything up. The next one, they will put them into the military and push them to the southeast, and they will continue the killings from where they stopped. Then somebody will come out and tell me one Nigeria, one Nigeria, one Nigeria, one Nigeria. One Nigeria oku. Even the Egwen for one Nigeria oku. Ogu okay neighbors where go even come out and say one Nigeria. Ogu, you know Ogu. Amadioha. Ailara. Yibu hanchanine. I won't pay. One Nigeria my food. Mad people everywhere. Nnamdi Kanu may die in solitary confinement. U.S. lawmaker asks Buhari to release the IPOB leader. You get it? If you don't get it, then you forget it. This is a current news that is coming. 13th day of this month of January. You know the year already. No need to tell you. IPOB, the DSA rejected 1 million naira from Nnamdi Kanu's lawyer for his drugs and feeding. Ifeanyi Ejiofor lamented. Ex-commissioner laments as herdsmen uprooted over 10 million naira worth of cassava from farmland. Nobody will say anything. When you touch a scratch on any of their cow, you find out that community, they will bamboozle that community with the AK-47s. And we are coming, we are shouting, oh, APC, look at where APC has kept us. Look at what is happening in Nigeria. Look at the kind of gunshot that is happening in the middle of the night, like where we are fighting civil war in just ordinary common Anambra State. The government, till this moment I'm speaking to you, nobody have ever commented anything, or nobody ever lamented what happened. People have been dying in their numbers. Houses have been burned. People have been chased away from their ancestral land. And you expect us to keep silent. When we agitate, it's a do the needful, refuse to do the needful. And you tell me that everybody must surely belong on this mistake of a country called Nigeria. It can never be well with the UK and the United Nations. For inhuman treatment, for whatever they allow that is happening in Nigeria today, it can never be well with them. I tell you the gospel to the blood of the innocents and the blood of the virgins that have been pouring on this land must surely lament and speak when the time is right. Don't worry. They even forgotten that any eye where they cry, they can also see. Please let us go straight into the business of the day. Let's keep the ball rolling. If you never subscribe, try to subscribe here. Wherever you are. Okay, big or small, old or young, hit that subscription button. Subscription is free. You're not going to pay any money, and you're not going to pay to share any video and make it go viral, because what I'm passing is a message, and that message needs to get to every nook and cranny of the Biafra land what is happening, and we have to get prepared because the task ahead is not here. Thinking that this thing is, what we are seeing is far better than what is coming to Nigeria if care is not taken. Because these people have already planned to take over. They have already planned to take over the whole country. Look at what is happening in Amufu in Enugu State. The government have not said anything. Neither the security personnel. They can never, ever be seen anywhere around that area. But they are busy. Imagine a state that have a 2 division where it is in Enugu. And things are happening, things are going wrong there. No one is saying anything. The indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, has reacted to report that an Eastern Security Network ESN female executioner was arrested by security operatives. A man powerful, the spokesperson of IPOB distanced the ESN from the arrested female executioner arrested by security operatives. A statement by Powerful described the arrest of the female as a Nollywood movie script by the Nigerian army, of course. We know that. Powerful said the claim by the female executioner that she was recruited into ESN 4 months ago was false because the militia group had not enlisted anyone since 2020. According to Powerful, from the so-called confessional statement of the purported female executioner, she claimed to have joined ESN 4 months ago, shows that she was handed over a very poor script because IPOB stopped the recruitment of ESN operatives since 2020, since our leader formally inaugurated ESN in December of 2020. The caricature of the so-called female executioner, it is real. If it is real, show clearly that the girl is working with the Nigerian government collaborators to impersonate ESN in Enugu. A cursory observation of the female in question with her hairstyle tells discerning minds all they need to know. Of course, look at somebody who played a student. That is how they just acted this movie. Brought her from inside, or one of their girlfriends self. Look at the girl very well. Now you yourself look like Fulani. You are calling her an Igbo name. Mad people everywhere. Dara. IPOP repudiates every attempt by the Nigerian government through their sponsored collaborators. He said that IPOP and ESN abhor any form of criminality because the group's agenda to actualize Biafra remains unchanged. Powerful insisted that those linking IPOP and ESN to criminalities are either under the influence of drugs or attempting to blackmail the separatist group. You hear it? If you don't get it, you better forget it. We are moving into the another news of this very afternoon. Nnamdi Kanu may die in the solitary confinement called DSS dungeon. A U.S. lawmaker asked Buhari to release IPOB leader before it is too late. A lawmaker in the state of Texas, House of Representatives, Jarvis Johnson, have lamented that Nnamdi Kanu, leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, might die in solitary confinement. To this end, Johnson urged the Nigerian government to release Kanu due to his deteriorating health status. Johnson said the Nigerian government was committing genocide against the Igbo people by refusing to release Kanu. He made a call in a statement he signed and forwarded to Daily Post by Kanu's special counsel, Aloy Ejimako. He recounted how the Nigerian government allegedly abducted Kanu in Kenya and refused to release him despite court orders and calls by the United Nations Working Group. The statement reads partly, Mazi Nnamdi Okechukwu Kanu is the foremost freedom fighter for the rights of oppressed people in Nigeria. The Nigerian government has refused to obey the orders of its own courts, and Kanu remains in solitary confinement enforced by its secret police. Kanu's health conditions have been ignored by Nigerian secret police. He has been denied access to his doctors and to the regular supply of his medications. His health has increasingly deteriorated, and it is now feared that he may die in the solitary confinement. Johnson pointed out that Kanu's only offense was his agitation for Biafra. He urged the U.S. government to prevail on its Nigerian counterpart to stop the genocide against Kanu. How can they intervene? That is the problem we are having. The people we rely on, the people we think that they can even intervene in the issue of Biafra, on the issue of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they have all keep silent because of one shady deal they want to do with these people or the other. Or maybe they are very, very happy what is happening to Nigeria and in the Biafra land. Because the insecurity in our country today is caused by the Westerners. UK and US should come and explain to us what is happening in our country. You people cannot intervene. You people cannot say anything. But you claim to be the world power. When another country enters into this country now, it seems like they have abandoned the agreement or whatever bilateral documents or whatever you people have signed to welcome another country. Look at what is happening in Burkina Faso. I pray that such a thing will happen in our country very soon because all this nonsense got to stop. US have to do something, UK have to do something, United Nations have to do something before Nnamdi Kanu die in a detention. And demanding the immediate release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu The government of Nigeria needs to comply with the UN mandate and the orders of its own courts. The Nigerian government is carrying out another form of genocide, one citizen at a time, he added. When I hear him, this one is coming from Jarvis Johnson from Texas House of Representatives, fighting for Biafrans, whereby the lawmakers we have here, whereby the people that have mouths in Biafra land, none have even commented. Instead, they keep on encouraging Malami to keep hold of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu simply because of what they have committed, and they don't want to be exposed. But very soon, that thing they are running from, they must surely get it. DSS have rejected 1 million naira that the Kanu's lawyer brought for them for drugs of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and his feeding. Yet, they said they have what it takes to feed him, but they refuse him food and also medication for some days now. The lead counsel to Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Ejiofor Ifeanyi, has disclosed that the Department of State Service DSS rejected the 1 million naira donated for the agitators' medication and feeding. Ejiofor said that Mike Ozekome, leader of Kanu's legal team, raised 1 million naira and gave to the DSS to get Kanu's medication, but the secret police rejected the money on the ground that it could purchase the drugs. The statement by Ejiofor said the DSS failed to provide the necessary medical attention to Kanu while detaining him despite court orders. The statement partly read, though our erudite lead counsel, Chief Mike Ozekome San, immediately swung into action to press for the needful to be done without further ado. It is important to put out that only a few weeks ago, a cash of 1 million naira was made available to the DSS by our lead counsel, Chief Mike Ozekome San, to specifically be applied for the medical needs and routine meals of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Unfortunately, the detaining authority, DSS, refused to accept the money, insisting that they have all it takes to cater to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's medical and routine meals. Recall that Kanu's special counsel, Aloy Ejimako, had raised alarm over DSS' inability to feed Kanu and meet his medical needs. And I see how these people are just silently killing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Look at how they are silently silencing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, denying him food and his drink and his medications, whereas they have already known his health condition and the health challenges. We are going to see to the end of this. We are going to see to the end of this. There is no cause for alarm. Whatever it is, the gods of our land, the Almighty Chukwu Okeabiama, must surely keep him healthy, and he will finish this work he started. He can never die in DSS detention. No, it can never happen. That can never be his portion. Ex-Commissioner laments as herdsmen uproot over 10 million naira worth of cassava from farmland. The herdsmen have reportedly destroyed 30 hectares of cassava farm at Ibaroke in Ifedore Council area of Ondo State, belonging to the former Information and Orientation Commissioner in the state, Dr. Eddie Olafeso. Nobody will say anything about it. No, you can never see government say anything or even compensation. Yet, we don't have all these things in the market. The ones we have, they have sent their cows to destroy all, and hunger keep on increasing in the land. In market, food inflation keep on increasing day by day. The attacked cassava farmlands is estimated to at over 10 million naira, Nigeria News gathered. Olafeso, who was close to tears after the incident, told newsmen in Akure that 30 hectares of cassava farm was destroyed by the cows brought by the herdsmen. Narrating the audio, the farm manager, Adeola Adeola, revealed that the herdsmen uprooted the whole cassava for their cows to feed on. God have mercy. Nigeria, what kind of country is this? Do we really have leaders in this country? Do we really have what it takes to stop all these animals from all this nonsense they are doing? He stated that the workers on the farm concluded the wedding of the farm after spending about 600,000 naira before going for Christmas break, only to return to find the entire farm destroyed. He explained that footprints of the cows and the herdsmen were discovered. According to him, the cassava were uprooted and given to the cows to feed on them. We had planned to embark on the harvesting of the cassava and reinvest the money on more capital projects, but that hope had been dashed with the destruction of the cassava farm. We have officially reported to the headquarters of Ametokun in Ifedore local government area. The cows have turned the 30 hectares of land into a grazing field. The herdsmen destroy the entire farm and destroy our means of survival. He said the colossal damage done on the farm by the herdsmen and their cows affected the health of his principal. I was dashed when I got to the farm and saw the destruction, and I have to call my master to inform him, and he was devastated by the news. The incident has been reported to the office of the Ametokun Corps, he added. This is unacceptable. It is 100% unacceptable. Well, what is happening? Why must this kind of thing be repeating itself over and over again? Chai, Nigeria can never be good again. It can never. Lagos Med, lead gang robs the employer of 2.8 million naira. This news now for people where they always carry med. Before you carry med, make sure you check on the meds. Make sure you are certain their background. Make sure you make a thorough check to make sure that all these meds, you're not bringing criminals into your home to destroy your home. Okay, look at this one now. A maid have lead robbers to rob the master of 2.8 million naira. Let us see the maid, where she is from, and how this whole story started. 3 persons have been arraigned before a Yaba Magistrate Court, Lagos State, for allegedly robbing a woman, Esther Okanlawon, of 2.8 million naira at her house in the Mushin area of Lagos State. The defendant, Pius Sunday, 28, Cynthia Ikade, 19, and Lovette Uloko, 20, were arraigned on 3 counts of conspiracy, armed robbery, and unlawful conversion. Ikade, who worked as a maid for Okanlawan at her house in Mushi, was said to have suddenly stated that she was no longer interested in the job. Her employer was said to have called the agent through whom she was employed, but the latter could not be reached on the phone. The teenager then requested that Sunday, whom she claimed was her brother, pick her from the house. Sunday, while leaving the house with Ikade, then urged the woman to call him anytime she needed another man to replace Ikade, saying he was also an agent. Punch Metro gathered that Okan Lawon called him after 3 months to bring in another maid, as he sent Uluko. Uluko, I think that name sounds like Calabar. Sunday and Ikade, along with one Henry, still at large, allegedly invaded the woman's house on October 10 of 2022 and robbed the family with the help of Uloko, who allegedly opened the gate and the kitchen back door for them. The defendants were arraigned on 3 count charge. The charges read in part that you, Pius Sunday, Ikade Cynthia, Lovette Uluko, and one other at large on or before October 10, 2022 on Isiakanda, I know this street, Mushi, Lagos, in the Lagos Magistrate District, while in the service of the victim. As an agent to the housemaid, did intentionally arm yourself with a locally made gun and a knife and rob Mrs. Esther Okanlawon and her 2 visitors of the sum of 2,150,000 naira. A wedding ring valued at 300,000, 500 pounds, $170, 100 Canadian dollars, a handbag valued at 15 pounds, and other valuables. All property of Esther Okanlawon and her family, thereby committing an offense punishable under the section 297 of the Criminal Law of Lagos, State of Nigeria, 2015. The plea of the defendants was not taken. The prosecutor Godwin Abure pleaded that the 3 defendants be remanded in a custodial center for 30 days pending a legal advice from the Director of the Public Prosecutions. The presiding chief magistrate, A.O. Salawu, adjourned the case till February 9, 2023 for legal advice. So if you are taking a med, know the kind of med you are taking so that you don't end up bringing criminals into your home. That's exactly what happened. Whenever you are looking for a med, make sure you go to the right source. Anyone telling you he is an agent that is giving people med or whatever without address, my dear, run o. I repeat myself, run o, so that you don't fall a victim of circumstances. The abducted co-president shot, policeman killed during rescue operation. The president of the Igweben Area Customary Court, Precious Aibonoga, who was kidnapped on her way to work on Monday, has been rescued. The Punch Metro gathered that the rescue operation was carried out on Thursday by soldiers and policemen who stormed the forest where she was held. She, however, suffered gunshot wounds, while a policeman lost his life in the operation. A source close to the family confirmed that Aibonoga was at the undisclosed hospital receiving treatment for gunshot injuries. The source said she was reunited with her family. She was shot by the kidnappers. The Edo State Police Public Relations Officer SP Chidinwa Buzo, who confirmed the rescue of the court president, said the police lost an officer in the operation. May his soul rest in peace. Meanwhile, the Nigerian Bar Association, Benin Branch, commended security agencies for the operation. Your people are very, very fast in rescuing this woman. What happened to the other people who have been kidnapped in that same Ugweben? What happened to them? When are you people going to rescue them? It was easy for you people to rescue any prominent man because it is among you people. But anyone that is not among you people must surely pay through their nose to get freedom. Can't you see that the law in Nigeria is only for the rich and not for the poor? The source said, okay, commended for the operation. In a press statement, the publicity secretary of the association, Festus Usibaifo, expressed sadness that the policeman lost his life in the incident. Well, may your soul rest in perfect peace, my dear. You have done your way. You die as a hero, only if they will recognize you, because Nigeria is a country whereby nobody sees your effort. Even if you die, leaving your wife and kids, they don't even care. It's only when it affected them, because they have used policemen, used them left, right, and center without nothing to show for. A policeman will suffer under the rain and under the sun to protect lives and properties, but when anything happens to them, they are on their own. That is the problem we are having in Nigeria, and the earlier they correct this thing, the better for all of us, because we couldn't continue this way. I could have got that term if Obasanjo speaking. Former President Olusegun Obasanjo has said he could have got a third term in office if he wanted, saying he is audacious enough to get it. This is as he says he won't join the campaign train of the presidential candidate of the Labour Party. It will be saying he has done his best by writing his endorsement. The former president said this while speaking on Thursday at a virtual engagement organized by the African Leadership Group. The Punch report that Obasanjo had in his New Year message to Nigerians titled, "My appeal to all Nigerians, particularly young Nigerians, thrown his weight behind Obi." Wanna get it? The ex-president said he had no regret leading Nigeria. Obasanjo said, "I am not in campaign train. I have used benefit of my experience, and I have put plainly. I do not belong to any political party. I will not join any campaign train. I have said what is best for the country. If they like, may them take. If they don't like, may them continue in their suffering." You have done your best, my dear. You have done your best. Speaking on what to look out for in the next president, Obasanjo said, "Nigeria is where we are because of leadership. We must decisively look for men and women who have the character, attributes, skill, and attitude that we need for leadership that we deliver in this country." The former president, however, refuted claims that he wanted a third term as president of the country. Obasanjo said he would have had it if he had wanted. Obasanjo said, I never asked for a third term. If I wanted a third term, I would have got it. I am audacious enough to know how to get it. Of course, you are a military general. You can do it if you want. Speaking on the Nigerian constitution, Obasanjo called for an amendment, noting that no constitution was perfect. He said, some people blame the constitution for everything in Nigeria. Of course, our constitution is not perfect, and there is no constitution that is that is scarce and it can be amended. According to OBJ, he said part of what should be included in the amendment constitution is the devolution of power in Nigeria, because it has been the subject all these years. So my good people of Biafra and the people of Nigeria and the people of world and the people of Africa, this is where we are coming to the end of this broadcast. I want to remind us once again, I will always make this statement on and after the broadcast. Go and get your PVC. If it warrants you to close your shop for one day, at least to better the country, go and do it. Get your PVC. Get ready for the voting 25th of February in this year 2023. Go and choose the right candidate that you want to lead this country. Not tomorrow, you will be among those who will carry placards and be protesting. Bad government. If you vote wrongly, you get wrong result. But when you vote rightly, right result must surely come our way this year, as we wait for a new president and a new government and new Nigeria. So my good people of Biafra, this is where we are coming to the end of this broadcast. If you are not subscribed to this channel, I am begging you, I am pleading you, subscription is free. Make sure you subscribe, turn on the notification button so that you'll be notified each time we go live. I will post something new on this channel or any other channel related to Okute Daily Talk. I don't want to expatiate more on this very matter. But without you, remember there's no Okute Daily Talk. So make sure you are part of this moving trend, because we are moving at the right direction, and surely soon we are getting to the permanent side. So join us as we proceed. I am signing out. Until I come your way again, I still have one or two more broadcasts to make today. So just bear it in mind that I'm coming back with another blockbuster. Thank you all for listening and watching this news. I love you all. Kemesiano. Bye. And I bless you all, the Father, the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen.